Hey guys, it's Katie at scrappinkaty.ctmh.com, and I have a not so basic black card to share with you, part of the H2H challenges that is going on right now. So for this card, I have pulled out the layered floral thin cuts. So you get 3 thin cuts, and when they stack on top of each other, it makes the prettiest floral background. So here's a look at the top layer, and then you've got the middle layer, and then you've got that bottom layer. And you can see that each layer has different holes or floral patterns that will be cut from it. And that way, when you lay them on top of each other, it just gives you the best pattern. So for this not so basic black, I have pulled out some black glitter cardstock as well as some of our brand new ore cardstock. So I've got the black here, and even though it looks glittery, it has no texture to it whatsoever. It's just the prettiest thing. And then we also have some pearl. And so I am going to kind of make a layered card. Again, the focus of the card will be the black colors. And then I'll pull in some Christmas paper. So make sure you wait for that. So right here, I am just cutting my pieces down to 5 by 6. And that way I can run them through my die cut machine. And I think I'm going to go with that ore paper as the bottom layer, and then that pearl ore as the top. And so you can see here that most of the images just punch out really easily with your fingers. And then anything that doesn't punch out, I just use my paper piercer or any sharp image you have lying around you can use. And then you can also turn it on the back to make sure that you have gotten all those pieces. Now, you know me, if you are a follower, I love to save all those inside pieces, and you'll see how those come into play here in just a little bit. So I have pulled out some of the Comfort and Joy pattern paper, and I'm using that scarlet, it's a real deep red, as my bottom base. And then I've got that black ore, and then I'm going to put on this glitter paper. Now the black ore, I was able to use a tape runner, but on that glitter paper, because there really wasn't any wide areas for that tape runner to be put, I just pulled out my Tombow adhesive, and I'm going to do the same thing on this pearl ore for the top. Now to make sure that really gets adhered down, I'm going to push it down, and then I'm going to pull out some heavy ink pads and kind of sit on top just for a little bit. So for my sentiment, I have pulled out the Thanks thin cut. Now that bottom layer, I have used that black glitter cardstock. And then that top layer, I have used that Comfort and Joy scarlet pattern paper. And right here, I am just gluing on those thin letters to that Thanks background. And I'm just using liquid glass, but any of your favorite liquid adhesive would work. And the top of the K kind of came off. My piece wiggled in my die cut machine, and so that didn't get adhered down, but you really can't tell. Now, there did need to be some sort of break in between the sentiment and that background, so I did a trusty tip that I like to do on my scrapbook layouts, and I pulled out just some of my tissue paper and tore it around that sentiment and then glued that down to the base. And right here, I'm just using thin 3D foam tape for this Thanks. So I'm going to glue that down, and then just to add a little bit extra shine, I'm going to pull out our black glitter stickles. And then, like I said, I'm going to save some of those inside pieces, and I'm going to show you what you can do with them. So right here, I just pieced those together to mimic that floral pattern on the front, and there is the inside of my card. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. If you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up and consider leaving a comment. And as always, I would love to have you subscribe and sign up for notifications. I'll leave links to all these products below, as well as the Heart to Heart Challenge featuring the Not So Basic Black.